Hey, everybody, welcome to another fantastic episode of the Suzette Speaks Show. I'm Suzette Speaks, TV host and attorney out of Miami, Florida. If this is your first time watching, I want to welcome you. If you are a part of the crew we call the Suzette Speakers, I want to welcome you as well. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. We have a interesting, intriguing, unique is the word that comes to mind when I think about her talent lady who is going to join me to talk a little bit about her ministry. Now, oftentimes when people think about art, they think about something to enjoy, someone who has talent, perhaps, enjoying it, doing it, putting it out there. But she has a different philosophy, and she uses art as a means of healing and self care. Well, I can't wait to hear much more about her journey as an artist and what she calls herself is the art minister. Y'all give it up for the first time on the Suzette Speak Show, the one and only Miss Alfrena Moosa. How are you, Alfrena? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm good, well and artsy.
Yes, I see. Let's get a close up so people can see what you're looking like. I see you in the house, and you are definitely evoking beauty and art in all its forms. So I want to thank you, sis, for being here and so much to explore with you. So before we start, just tell the people who you are.
I am your one and only art minister, Alfrena Moosa, and I'm so excited to be here just letting you guys know and get a little feel for this art ministry that I have happening here in South Florida.
I love it. So when did you first fall in love with art? When did you start your journey into becoming an artist?
I first fell in love with art in the fifth or fourth grade. That's when I fell in love with art, and then went to middle school at Northern Middle.
Oh, real
And
Miami. Miami, New Orleans, stand up. Let's go.
Yes, the Northern Middle, I always put them on blast because, of course, they support the arts in so many ways. And I was taught by the one and only Miss Atkinson for the art, and she's still a teacher there now. So imagine that. And they developed my skills, and of course, I continued, and I became the artist that I am today. But I always give kudos to middle school.
Listen, we all start from somewhere. Shout out to Miss, what you say, Miss Atkinson?
Yes.
So how did you know that you had actual talent? Because sometimes I think we get very nervous around, expressing oneself in a kind of subjective way, as art is. It's a beautiful way when you're really talented, but if you're new, if you don't really know what you're doing, how did you develop your skill or develop that confidence?
I knew I had talent, and this is a funny little section story right here. I knew I had talent when I was actually in math class and I was drawing. And my math teacher said, "Hey, you really have skills." And I was like, "Okay." And he actually, in the middle of class, walked me over to the art teacher herself in the art magnet program. And ever since then, I always got comments. Of course, it's always a male and female thing. So, they were like, the boys are the best in the class. I said, what? So, had to put the girls on blast and make sure
I
that
love
I
it.
represented for the females. And ever since then, I always genuinely loved and had a strong love for art. Like always, always and forever. That's my first time recognizing that, something was special about me.
I love it because again, all of us have our different gifts and talents, but I know there are people watching that's like, okay, go ahead, art minister, what you gonna do for me? She's gonna do a lot for you. Just give her a second. I want to welcome so many of you watching in the chat real quick. Hey, Great Pill Podcast in the building. Good to see you, brother. Hey, Kiwo, my brother says salute, Sue. Hey, Reese, the Red Dragon in the building. Great to have you. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, Sandy W, for tuning in. RM, one of my fantastic moderators, and everyone else. I can't get everyone.
Yes.
I like a long roll call. But shout out to everybody watching and Team Replay, hit the like button. So we're talking about art as therapy, as self-care, as a part of, I guess, your growth journey.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here with the art minister, as she calls herself, Miss Alfrena Moosa. You can follow her on all social media platforms as her name is written there. So we started out very young and we started to see ourselves as an artist, I hear. And so now you've grown quite a bit. I see you all over town, ma'am. And you're doing exhibits and stuff. Tell people who are not from Miami where you've been and kind of where this journey has taken you.
Thankfully, I have been involved in so many shows. Some of the shows that are well known is like Jazz in the Gardens. I remember when CeeLo was at Jazz in the Gardens, I actually did a piece for him, got to take a picture with him, all of that. Around Art Basel time, I have been involved with that. I've been also involved with the community itself. It's always good, even though you think that you reach a certain level. It's always good to give back to your community too, as well. And that's what you're about to hear about how I am giving back to the community now. Just experiencing so many art exhibits, so many art shows, so many art involved poetry events, painting live, doing murals, everything across South Florida. Thank God I have been involved in, and I truly appreciate it, as well as even becoming an author and an illustrator of my own books. So
Ooh.
it's just amazing, everything.
You stay booked and busy. Yes, Alfrena Moosa in the house, y'all, talking about her journey and how she uses art as a service, as a kind of a tool to help others heal. So talk a little bit about how you do that. So you yourself have this gift. You've been all over town. You've exhibited places. You've painted murals. You've done top of the line pieces for, celebs and all that kind of stuff. And now you want to bring it to the people. Tell me how you're doing that.
Yes. So it has been a solid maybe 7 or 8 years now that I have created the Art Therapy Brunch. It's a free event that takes place every other month. I make sure it happens. It should happen more, but yes. So,
Okay.
but we make sure it takes place to just free food. Let me tell you how it starts off. So Art Therapy Brunch, food always captures the people. You can't lie about that. And once you get the food, then here we go. There's no interruptions. Once you fill somebody's stomach, then they'll be willing to draw. And that's what we do in that room. We make sure we feed you as well as heal your mind, body, and your soul. And we do that by having different speakers and therapists come in the building with this event to just open people up to speak their truth in a room full of strangers. Imagine that. But people are willing to do that, and we are having one coming up soon. I just hope everybody come in the building.
You could throw the date out. You could plug it. What's up?
Yes, February 26th. You will follow me on my platforms. If you know you have bad memory, it will be on there.
So February 20
at 1 p.m.
6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here in Miami, you can get much more than just the art itself. It's called Art Therapy Brunch. So some of those unique elements I'm loving, because I think a lot of people, again, carry a lot of heaviness sometimes, and they don't let things go, and they don't have a great place to fully express themselves. So you are speaking my language, love. And the fact that it's free on top of that is kind of wild, because who can get all that type of experience, food, art, and therapy in one place? So you just started this for yourself. What made you start this? You said it's been going on how long? 6 years?
It's like, I think 6 to 8 years, because I'm trying to calculate, the
plus the COVID, plus the
yes, exactly.
Carry the one, yes, okay.
Yes.
So what made you start that? That's an amazing type of project.
So I knew I always had a voice through art, but it was like, how can I do that? I was invited to a whole bunch of brunches. Everyone wants to include art everywhere in their events and everything like that. And I said, how can I do this? And how can I actually touch people at the same time with my art and the gift that God has given to me? And thankfully, everything comes together. The art minister, Art Therapy Brunch, and I just combined everything together. And thankfully, too, it is sponsored by my church. So everything is free, and we definitely want to make that difference in the community.
So we have a few questions, yay, in the chat. Want to acknowledge you guys. Thank you, everybody who's watching live. Thank you for the super chat. Amazing. Thank you, guys. Let me get to a couple of questions real quick. They want to know about the brunch. Sandy W, first and foremost, asked, hey, Sandy, question as a parent, I would like to know, how do you encourage our kids to get into art, whatever medium?
So I can tell you what I do personally with the kids. I actually have coloring books. There are actually books that you can read as well as color at the same time. And those books encourage kids to express themselves, especially with difficult subjects. that students or children have find it hard to talk to their parents about, or even an adult. Those books that I have created on Amazon, you just follow me with Alfrena Moosa, and you'll find those books. I also had those problems as a child, so that was something that I had to make sure that I accomplished as an adult.
That's fantastic. So reading first, maybe bridging the conversation and seeing what they like and what they into. She has books and resources. Again, thank you so much, Sandy W. TTOO asks, where is the brunch?
So the brunch is, I'll give you the address, but we are going to make sure that you see that flyer.
We got an RSVP too, y'all.
It will be in Miami Gardens, which everyone is familiar with Miami Gardens, but the address is 3340 Northwest 215th Street, Miami Gardens, 33056. That's 3340 Northwest 215th Street, Miami Gardens, 33056. Awesome. If you need it again, just follow me.
That's all right. Just follow her, y'all. She ain't gonna say it again. Go ahead and follow her, see where she's at. Yes. Go check out her artwork, which is super important. I think sometimes people want to be a part of things like this, don't know about until afterwards. So guys, spread the word, like, comment, share, tell a friend, follow her. If you're interested and you're down here in South Florida and you're looking for a place to go that has, I'm like, woo, a unique experience. I think it'd be amazing to kind of
unique and powerful.
Yeah. So I think when you see an artist again that you admire, you get inspired. And thank you, Miss AKA Lady on the super chat. She says, look, I have to drop something for the guest's whole setup. The outfit, come on, earrings. Yes. She's an artist. I try to wear a bright color and then I see her and I was like, oh, I should have went a little bit harder. Let's go. But it's all love. We admire one another. And I'm sure, there's an inspo and a story behind that. But she is an artist, Miss AKA Lady. And I thank you. Yes, sis. I appreciate you're always supporting me. Your generosity here tonight on the super chat. But she always makes me smile. She's like, yep, she went hard. She went hard in the paint. Oh, yes, she did. I see your iPad might be moving, sis. So don't go ahead and get this set up. Let me put myself on. No, we don't want no problems. The iPad wants to move. And she's again. No, we good. We good. Okay, we good.
Well,
we
that
good.
was the spirit.
Yeah. We are live, and this is a live program. And we're grateful that she's here, y'all. Shout out to Miss Alfrena Moosa here, helping us understand ourselves more through art, and healing and self-care through art is the theme for tonight's show. Go ahead and punch the like button. If you want to find the brunch flyer, it's in the chat. Thank you, RM. And you can also find it on her Instagram. Just go ahead and follow her. Why don't you follow her? And that will make it easier for you to find out more information about the brunch coming up. And what's the date again? February
26th.
February 26th. Yes. And TTO asks, how often is the brunch? When I'm down bottom, I'd like to check it out. Okay.
Yes, I try to make sure it happens every other month. I'm only one person, so I want to make sure I do dedicate it every other month. That's when we do.
So if you're down the next time, TTO, come check it out. Open and free. Hello, somebody. Just RSVP, y'all. I'm grateful that she's here. I'm wondering about the paintings behind you. I want to ask you about that. And I want to ask you about also who inspires you and who you admire as an artist.
So the paintings behind me, of course, we have Malcolm X here. And if you look at the piece, if you know about Basquiat, that's an artist it's a famous artist that is known for making billions and millions for his pieces. I used a little bit of that style and my own style and combined it together to give you that masterpiece of here you go. And you also have the flag there we go. The flag too behind us as well, a part of his suit and the pose. I do admire it. This piece over here, we have our queens. We have our queen over here, and as you can see, there's hands reaching out to her. Those hands, there's a lot of hands that try to reach out to us, but we don't always have to accept each and every one of them because not every hand is good for you. Mm-hmm. So you got to pray about it. And also, when you have queens combine themselves together, that creates a crown on top of that one queen's head. And that's what you will see too. On top, you have women holding hands and creating a crown over this woman's head.
I love it. So there's always so much meaning, and that's why I think art is needed, because It speaks to our common humanity. It speaks to our just freedom and creativity. At times, I think sometimes we get lost sometimes with all of the crosstalk, and art is just a way that we can express ourselves in the most pure form, right? The love
With
of
no words, with
exactly.
no words necessary.
So I'm just intrigued by those paintings, and I'm curious. And you say you done work, and y'all, you guys can hire her. Did you guys know that you can hire her to do specific
Portraits
work?
and pieces and murals. People get work done also too on their house walls and
Oh
ask me to
wow!
come. Everything. I've done it. I can do it for you.
So painting of house walls, doing murals, doing portraits, all of that,
Making earrings, everything.
everything.
Clothes.
That's pretty cool. Call a sister if you need or would like a unique masterpiece
Yes.
for a room, for a wall, for yourself. I think that's fantastic. So you guys, she goes out on assignment, right? And does work for individuals. So that's what's up. I'm grateful to know that. Hopefully I'll be able to afford you one day, sis, so you can come pay me.
So let's claim that.
So you can go pay me so I can get a good masterpiece from the one and only art minister Alfrena Moosa. So I'm curious about your name. So I know you are a very spiritual person. I know that just getting to know you in these circles here in Miami. We haven't spent a lot of time together. In full disclosure, Bill, I see her and I know who she is, and I admire her from afar. But tell me about that name, art minister. Is there a spiritual element for you in terms of your gifting, or are you performing like I think of sermon esque delivery when you're painting? Why the art minister? How did you come up with that?
So yes, I do love God. That's my number one. I always say, what's the inspiration behind my pieces? It's first God, then it's music, and then the two of those combined together creates any art piece that you see that I do and I have done. So that's pretty much there. And of course, because I love God so much, I try to include him in any way possible. So when I thought of the name, I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. Someone helped me too. My friend Leodonis, he helped me come up with it too, and we thought it was perfect for me. Just combine the two together, and that's the definition of me, art and ministry.
Awesome. So we handled some of the questions in the chat already. It did come up, sis. Yes, they're loving the Malcolm X painting. They're like, give me more, please. Love that. Interesting, says TTOO. Appreciate you. Good looking on the information. Yes, she just explained it. Thank you, Miss AKA Lady Ass. Did she explain her name? Do you mind sharing? We got you, sis. Don't you worry. And I see you, Sandy B. Law, in the building. Another Miami lovely lady in the chat. Also a YouTuber. Check out Sandy B. Law's channels, would you? And she's also an amazing content creator. Has a couple of channels going on here on YouTube. Always supportive here, Sandy. And we still need to set a date and hang out, Sandy. Let's figure it out. She's in Miami as well. So I appreciate you, Sandy, being here, and all of you guys who are watching. Yes, they're in love with the earrings. Yes, Sandy B is like, come on, earring. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Come to Art Therapy and the Art Therapy Brunch, and they will be on sale there.
Oh, now I gotta. Ooh, child. Did you
Yes.
say the 26th? Let me get the
Yes.
other calendar. I'm an earrings junkie. I've been doing kind of like the same earrings, and even tonight, I was like, I want a contrasting earring. I want an earring that's just gonna pop. So I'm an earrings girl.
Exactly.
Tried to keep up with the art minister, but didn't quite. I was like, all I thought was wear something bright. I should have worn some Art Deco and gone extra. But I love your outfit. I love your energy, and I love what you're doing when it comes to this art therapy brunch. Y'all remember February 26th. If you're down here in South Florida, in Miami area, or anywhere around, and you want to come through. It's free. And it has so many elements as she just described. So before I let her go, y'all, I appreciate you watching, guys. Hit me up with any last questions. Hey, Damon, how are you? Good to have you. Thank you.
I find a piece for you guys that I did in middle school. So
Ooh,
don't judge
please.
me.
Did you drew that? We've come a long way, baby. You said you made that in middle school?
Yes.
Child.
So, this is my middle school sketchbook. And
listen, this is saying y'all better encourage them babies. Do not.
Yes, because you never listen. And that was sixth grade. And then I was into fashion too. So it was wow.
So cute, they said. Oh my goodness, I love it. Thank you. Hey, Patrice, aka the PR Networker, says great interview. I'm enjoying it too. Hey, Quincy, West Coast in the building. Hey, y'all, glad you're here. We're having some fun with the art minister, talking about her ministry of being an exceptional artist, talking about how she hopes to impart her wisdom through art therapy. It's a brunch coming up February 26th, talking about what you can hire her to do as well, because she is very booked and busy, but she will make time to come through and paint for you. Do you do classes as well?
I do. I actually do painting parties. So, that's pretty much what I do. Classes, people ask, but not as much. The painting parties, that's what people will hire me to do, and also murals in their walls. But I told you, I touch on everything. That's why it's also called the art minister, the art ministry, because whatever you want, I can do it for you.
I just love it. So versatile, sis. And I know you wanted to do a demo before we...
Yeah, we're going to have you do a little something. I hope you have your pen.
Listen, my sister told me grab some paper.
I'm going to have to do this.
My sister said grab some paper. And like I said, I was like, are you sure? LOL, LOL. I don't know if I'm the one.
I think you know it. Well, I had this handy just to explain to you quickly. So you think in your mind right quick. So what I want you to do is actually draw something quickly, a symbol that defines SuzetteSpeaks. That's what I want you to do. And while you're doing that, I will explain these colors. And this is a little hint of what we get in Art Therapy Brunch on the 26th. This is what you'll get. So while I'm explaining these colors, you will complete your masterpiece.
Okay, trying.
Here we go. So, of course, I had to bring out the rainbow for you guys. And here we go. So we have pink. Pink means compassion and sweet. Also, feminine. Red can mean energy, heat, and anger, and also warning. We go to orange. It will mean for you confidence, excitement, encouragement. And then you go to yellow. It can be youthful, hopeful, energetic, or happiness. And green. I know a lot of you know green for money. So that's one of them right there. Green can mean money, as well as it can also mean earth and growth and freshness, and harmony. You go to blue. Blue sometimes give you serenity and peace, as well as it can mean cold and give you tranquility. And then you go to white. White means purity. Our last colors that are not on here is black. Black can mean power. It also can mean death and formal. And then you go to purple. Purple means royalty. And yes, we are all royalty, no matter who we are. It also means spirituality and nobility. And then you have the sexy color of brown. And it actually means reliability and natural, meaning nature, and dealing with that too as well. So I gave you a short little second. Let's see what you came up with, sis.
Oh Jesus, y'all want to let me get it was prettier than I started.
Overdo it.
Ready? Reveal.
This is your masterpiece. Nobody can judge you on what you have created. It's all about the words. You can convince the crowd. Go ahead.
All right, in 3. Thank you, Kibo, on the super chat. I am blank walls, empty spaces with no art kind of guy. Sorry, but I do appreciate good artwork. I would love to get into graffiti. Is that beneath Alfrena's body of work? How about that? Thank you, Kimo, supporting. And has a great question. So what do you think? Are you into graffiti? Is that kind of lowbrow?
No, I do everything. I really do. I also do graphic design. I touch on everything. Trust me, everything.
So it wouldn't be lowbrow, Kimo, for you to be on with the graffiti work. But that, I think graffiti is really cool now that it's appreciated.
Exactly.
And mainstream. But yes, all right. Good question. Thank you, Kimo. All right, and 3.
You gave her 2 more seconds.
No, I didn't write nothing else. Y'all want to see my masterpiece? In 3, 2, 1.
That's right. That is round of applause.
You're welcome. You're welcome. welcome, guys.
So explain the piece quickly to us.
This is how I normally would draw myself, like in high school. People say even when I close my mouth, I have a pursed lip. And I wasn't sure where I was going with the eyes. I probably could have done less lines, but I have always, prior to now, worn my hair short, and it always made me feel beautiful and free. And I'm very big on earrings. Since we've been talking about your earrings, I was trying to show that that's my form of expression as well. And that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's amazing. I'll close you off with this. I feel like your piece is talking about transition. I don't know if that connects with you, but that's what I read just now from your piece.
My piece connects with transit. Y'all impressed with my work? Hold on now. Quincy say that's beautiful.
Exactly.
I look at Suzette. Yay. Listen, I did it on the spot. That wasn't a lot of preparation. She told me 5 minutes before we started.
You did amazing. Don't do that.
It's my good work for a novice. She reminds me of a character from Rugrats. You guys are so funny. Well, I at least appreciate all my speakers giving me that support. And I appreciate the art minister, Alfrena Moosa, for stopping through and showing some love to the Suzette Speaks show. Y'all go support her, please. Go follow her. Her information, everything is at Alfrena Moosa, just how you see her right here. Go check out the brunch. I'm going to put it on my calendar, my love. February 26th.
Yes.
And we'll look for the flyer.
Come on time. That's when you'll get all the food that you want.
Well, it's a Sunday. Perfect. Yes. So you can come through. It's free food and free admission. Art and therapy. The art therapy brunch, y'all. I wanted to kind of allow her some more exposure when it comes to what she's doing, because I think she's so dope. Let's go. So thank you. Final words, anything else you want to say? And I appreciate you coming through.
Guys off with my favorite quote that I recite all the time, and this is one I came up with, and it says, let the palm of your hand be the inspiration to your masterpiece. So whatever your masterpiece is, let it be your inspiration by the palm of your hand.
I love it. Dope, girl. Let's go. Keep it going. Nothing more but, wishing you nothing more but success. What was I going to say?
Favor, blessings.
There you go. Lots of success in the future. Thank you, everybody, saying it was a fun show. Please hit the subscribe button, y'all. We in and out today. So if you want more Suzette Speaks interviews, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button. And I appreciate you again. Of course, y'all. Give it up one more time for Miss Alfrena Moosa, art minister in the building. Can't wait to be at your event, baby. And thanks for coming through. Thanks for watching, y'all. Yeah. I appreciate you stopping through, sis. Y'all can be sure to subscribe. We have a couple more. Do we have a couple more shows this week? I definitely will be live Saturday. Big up everybody who watches Saturday around 12 noon, 12:30. We're going to be on Jamaicans.com simulcasting, as well as the Suzette Speaks YouTube page, as we are every Saturday around midday Eastern time. And we're going to be talking When Harry Met Sally. No, When Harry Met Meghan. We're going to talk about that saga. If you've been watching the Harry and Meghan on Netflix or listening to his audiobook, as I have, I think we have a lot to talk about, and how you feel about this. I don't know if I would call them ex-royal couple. Are they still royal? I consider them royals. American royals. I don't know what to call them. And what he's been doing in terms of his public persona, etc. I have some ladies in STEM that are going to be stopping through. I have some other very interesting people coming through for next week as well. So please, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. And I'd love to see you back here. Again, thank you to all my speakers in the building. Thanks for showing love and coming through. I'll see you guys very soon. Sandy B says she want to go to the brunch. Okay, Sandy B. Let's go. Travel mode. Oh, she'll be out of town. Okay, Sandy B always be traveling too. But we'll catch one though, girl. We'll catch one. Thank you, David Carmena Show. Thank you, RM. Yes. She's like, I'll never buy Elizabeth Arden again. Listen, we got to support our art. We got to support our creators is what I really understand, even in my journey here on YouTube. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys very soon. Have a great one. Take care.